Now, I'm not going to baby you guys. I'm just going to tell you guys how to do some questions. I'm going to leave questions 1 to 7, 10, and 13 to you guys to figure out from the previous examples. I will try and do the remainder of the questions, or at least get you started on them, which you guys should figure out from there. So I'll quickly start with question 8. We got to differentiate this bad boy twice. Now, the reason I chose this one is because you've got a negative indices, and most of these questions aren't that hard in terms of differentiation. You've just got to remember your indice laws and what they mean. So if we're differentiating this twice, let's differentiate it once. We're going to bring that -4 down. We're minusing 1 from this. Now, please do not make that a 3. -1 from -4 is going to be -5. Y dash dash. We're going to bring that 5 down. -5 times -4 is going to give us 20x. Minusing 1 from this is going to be -6. Okay, so it's just remembering your indice laws and how things times together with negative and negative. This one, you've got to differentiate twice, and then you've got to substitute in your 4. Now, this as an indice, if you can't recall, is x to the power of half. So that's the first thing I'm going to do, is change how it looks, because I do not want to be differentiating that. I want to differentiate this. So x to the power of half. Okay, let's do one differentiation. Bring our half down. X. 1 minus this is going to be -1/2. Okay, there's our first differentiation. Our second differentiation is going to be a little bit messier. G double dash. Okay, this is going to come down half times 1/2. I believe that's 1/4. Just going to double check. Yep, cool. And it's a -1/4. And 1 minus that, just to show you, I know it's going to be 3/2, but if we have -1/2, and we -1, it's -3/2. You'll see that a lot. Get used to it. So -3/2. Okay, so now we've got our G double dash X. Here we are. And we want to put 4 into where X is. So what that's going to be is -1/4. I should change this. Sorry. A bit rushing. And then I'm going to put my 4 in here. And that's going to be the power of -3/2. Now, that is one big mess, and I'm just going to put that right into my calculator. There we go, 1/4, bracket 4, close bracket to the power of negative, I'm just going to put this brackets, 3/2. It's looking messy, but let's see what happens. -1/32. I hope that's correct. I'll figure that out later. 11. Now, this doesn't seem that tough. What it's asking you to do is find the second differentiation of this, and that'll equal 3. And then, I believe it wants you to find the value of x. Okay, I haven't done this, but let's just strap it in and see where it takes us. Let's differentiate this. I always like to keep this in line. So I'm just going to keep doing this. So, and I have to stick to their notation. I don't like this notation, but I will stick to it because that's what the question dictates. Okay, 3 times 3 is going to be 9 squared. That's going to be -4x plus 5. dy, that's 2. dx, 2. That's going to be 18x, that's going to be -4, and that goes away. Okay, so we got this. Now this equals 3. Okay, so we're going to substitute our 3 into that. If you can hear that beeping, that's my washing, just ignore it. We're going to plus 4 to both sides. 7 equals 18x. Ooh, I hope this is okay. X is going to be 7/18. Oh, yikes. Is that correct? Let's check it out. It looks a bit messy. We're doing 2.3. Question 11. No, that is correct. And my previous question, which was question 9, that is also correct. So both those questions are correct.